WONDERKIDS and welcome back to the Halesowen Town Create Club series on FC24. In the last episode, it was our season in League One and we scored some absolute bangers on our way to the playoff final, where our agent actually rolled back the years and rolled Ipswich into a tight little spliff, lighting up the little cheroot and just puff passing it all the way down Wembley Way, securing the playoff final and securing our place in the championship. Lads, I can smell it. I can literally smell the Premier League is coming. But before we can start dreaming of the boozers in Manchester or the strip clubs in Newcastle, we've got to get through this season. Now, the kits that we're going to be rocking with this season, I've gone a little bit rogue, a little bit stripy with this lovely little piece of art. Two-tone blue situation, white stripes, and then just little accents of yellow. It just sets it off perfectly. A white little away kit with a green detailing. I think it looks absolutely exceptional. And then to pay homage to our first season, we've gone with the dark green number. Dark green stripes down it. Oh, I tell you what, lads. Best dressed in the championship by far. Now, enough about what we're going to be wearing. It's who's going to wear it that is the most important. And every single week I ask you, who do you want me to bring in? And this week, it was absolutely overwhelming. Ben Doak and Oscar Bob, two unbelievable little wonder kids. They score on the pitch. I tell you what, they score off the pitch. I've only been in Brum a week, and Tank's already had them banned from Snobs, Lavana, and Pizza Hut. Tell you what, these boys will stick their meat in anything. Now, as we look at this squad, then you can see that there's a few positions there I'm slightly worried about. Webster's still a little bit low rated, but remember, Fellaini now on the coaching staff, he's just going to take him under his wing, teach him how to play football, but also show him how to get his hair nice and curly. What kind of products do you know the business. Left-sided centre-back's looking a little bit ropey as well. Ogie, I just don't think you're ready for the championship right now, my son. And then we're looking at some more attacking options. Maybe another winger, maybe another centre-forward, but let's go and have a look at the transfer market. Now, over on Instagram, Citizens1894, give me some fantastic suggestions. All a little bit too spenny at this point. Maybe when we get into the Premier League. But I did see this comment a couple of days ago. Tyler Morton. Who the bloody hell is this kid? Thought, you know what? I'll give it a chance. For 4.75 million coming in at a 76 rated. This boy might change the look of this whole team. And I thought, you know what? I've got to stick them both in centre mid. Morton and Webster. Just drop Dendonka back into the centre back position. We've fixed all the problems. And I think these boys, this team, I tell you what, we could do something this season, you know. Well, it's your time to shine, lads. Show me what you can do this season. Now, if you lot are new around these parts, what we do, we play an absolute bag of highlights and then the most important games at the end of the season. We go ahead and play live. Now, my geezers, if you are enjoying this series, make sure that you drop a like right now. Make sure that you're subscribed if you are new. And if you want your comment featured in next week's video, drop me some transfer suggestions below. Right then, first game of the season is against Vinny Comp's yo-yo team. Udo firing off a little tester, but it just sails over Trafford's goal. And this is what I meant by Ogie, just not being up for it, not in the championship. He gets absolutely bodied, and it's a fantastic ball in, to be fair. But the smallest geezer on the pitch, Austin flapping at it like a seagull on chips. Then Donkey gets a header in from the corner. And I tell you what, look at him running away, celebrating like that's your goal, mate. It's never been your goal. Towards the end of the game, then Brandon Austin making two fantastic saves. Snatches us a point away at Burnley. And our next game is another big one. It's up against Norwich. And this is the game that Morton introduced himself to the Yeltz faithful at the Grove. First couple of minutes in, Pochetta very lucky to be staying on the pitch. Austin says spread them, I'll be there in 5. Oscar Bob with a delightful little flick to beat his man. Gives it to Thompson. And his cross almost catching the keeper napping. Morton once again back battling and starting attacks. giving the ball off to Doak. He's going to look to drive at the defense, but gives the ball into Achi and their lovely little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Udo cleans her own goal off like a prom dress and just kisses it off the woodwork. And speaking of woodwork, what are you doing humping the advertising boards, mate? I know you must love N-Power or whatever it was, but just make sure you keep your Johnson in your shorts. Now, I promise you, this is the last time I'm going to proper gush over Morton. But look at the way he wins the ball back there. Then Achi into Doki, and you can see him pointing, screaming for it. And Morton arriving like a salmon, rising like Jesus on a Sunday. Seals us all 3 points, and I tell you what, I've got a feeling this boy is going to be special. He's going to be a Steven Gerrard to this team. We're off on a European adventure. We're up in Wales next time, and it's Swansea. Early doors, they get a fantastic goal. Just hold our defender off. Spins, top bins. But it didn't take us long to reply. It's actually into Udo, and I tell you what, the boy is picking up from where he left off last season. He's just on fire. Morton picks up the ball in midfield here, and he's just going to drive forward. He's going to drag us up pitch, goes round the houses, and he's just going to drive to the byline. He can see Achi in the middle, but you've got to do better than that, my son. Achi and Udo combining for the last time in this match, but it's a big stop from their goalkeeper, and it does keep us out. Another important point, but it could have been 3. Webster here against Hull, generating a little bit of space for himself, but his effort is just tipped over the bar. Ball swung in from the corner. It's absolute 6s and 7s from Hull, but it's a massive stop from their goalkeeper. But we work the ball well on the wing here. We give it to Thompson, and he just absolutely express delivery, first class post. Don't bother signing for it, because I'll leave it round the back of your house in the wheelie bin. But if we're going to talk about the cross, we have to talk about the finish. Doki with his first goal for the club. And what an exquisite little effort that was. Actually goes close with a header late on. But I tell you what, you don't give this boy 2 bites of a cherry unless it's on a Bakewell. Because Achi comes up with his goal. He's aging, his legs are falling off, but bless him, he's still got a goal in him or 2. Next game up in the league then is against the Blades, Sheffield United. They come out the traps like a bullet to get. Davies striking the post, almost hitting Austin on the arse. But Yedlin again with a fantastic last minute save. But they do finally wear us down. Clinical finish from Toure. And then the ball finds its way to Bardera here, who just unleashes the Kraken. Thunderous finish, and it was always going to be a tough one. But Jesus Christ, Sheffield United look like they're running away with the league. Bit of a sticky one in terms of form, because next up is a little West Midlands derby. We're up here, Albion. Udo finding himself absolutely gone girl, but fluffs his lines right at the last minute. Thomas Asante driving down the wing this time. Definitely someone who I'm looking at. But Maja rising higher than both Iorfa and then Donka to stick him into the lead. And then it only goes from bad to worse. Kyle and Grant finding a little bit of space, finding that top binzer, and finding themselves 2-0 up. It seems like Halesowen have found a great capitulation, collapsing like a fatty on a deck chair. Oscar Bob trying his best, bless him, to drag us forward in this game. That cross shaving the outside of the post, but he goes on an absolute adventure here. Goes to strike one, and just like your dad when your mom left him, he's hit the bar, and he's hit the bar hard. Just before half-time, Achi gets released. He's still got the pace. He's still got the legs to go round the houses. He finds himself one-on-one. But it's the techers. It's the step up in quality. We're out of our depth, like a dwarf in the shallow end. Another big top-of-the-table clash then, as we find ourselves up against Southampton. 100% got to be a penalty in the first couple minutes there, but actually you've got to do better from that cross, mate. It was absolutely pinpoint. Fantastic save from Bazunu there. But once again, it's our 2 top performers. Morton winning the ball back, giving it to Doki. And he says, what do you fancy, Gaffer? A little bit of a top binzer with a little bit of outside swaz on it. I swear down, I knew this boy was going to be good. I knew he was going to grow into a special talent. But god damn, this boy can play a bit of football, you know. Now, as we hit halfway through the league season, 12th place. 9 points off the playoff places. It's not looking pretty. I've seen prettier pensioners. And Rooney's probably banged some. But we need an injection of new blood. We need a few players who can stick a few goals in, come off the bench and change the game. Now, I resisted for long enough, but Hernandez for 6.5 milli. You can get gone, son. Hubert, Parker, Vasilev, and also Wilkinson. You can also say goodbye. Which gives the old tank 6 milli to work with. Now, he contemplated getting over to Amsterdam, especially after that story he'd heard in the last couple of days. But a couple of hours later, a little sit down with old good evening himself. And a little sip on a pint of blood. Come on, Emery looks the most vampire-looking geezer I've ever seen in my life. And to shore up the back line a little bit more, because we get penetrated harder than your sister after bottomless brunch with the girls, we bring in Kane Kessler-Hayden for 4 million on the button. And to give us that little spark in attack, someone who's just going to be able to come off the bench and produce some absolute magic. We've also bought in Cade Gordon, 6-month loan deal, along with one of the founding fathers of America and father to about 17 little Utes. Trust me, Christmas in his household is an absolute spenny one. David Washington comes in to just spruce up that attack. I tell you what, boys, we are ready to cook. Now, what is our goals for the rest of the season, I hear you ask? Well, of course, we want a sneaky little playoff position. But it would be rude not to go on a little cut run, wouldn't it? And we start our FA Cup campaign with this game against Watford. In the first couple of minutes in this one, it could have been an absolutely disastrous start because Watford work it well on the edge of the box. Lovely little touch, but Austin equal to the finish and pushes it away. Doki driving forward with this one, causing problems, and he hits that one. It shaves the post closer than your mum's Brazilian. Second one, though, smart stop from the goalkeeper. But with the pressure that we were piling on, it was only a matter of time. Oscar Bob beats one man, and then they just part like the Red Sea, and his name's Moses. Stabs it home and gives us the well-deserved lead in this one. Just after the hour mark, Watford thought they'd got themselves back into it. Unbelievable stop by Austin. The rebound gets bundled home, but he's offside. And then to round the result off, little floater over the top like you've just took a shit in a swimming pool. And Udo fires that one into the top bins and then gives it the suey. Clearly showing to Tank that he can still do it at this level. But I tell you what, there's a man on the bench who would love to take his spot in the first team. Now, don't spoil ya, because another derby on the horizon. This time, it's the Blues. Now, if you haven't watched my Blues rebuild, make sure you head over there as soon as you've watched this bloody video. Now, in this one, it could have been an absolutely exceptional start to Kessler-Hayden's career, finding the inside of that post. But, of course, it was going to be one of the usual suspects, Bobby, working harder. And he sneaks in between the two centre-backs like a nice little bit of totty. Sneaks between the bouncers on a Saturday night. Absolutely step this way, madame. Corner routine. Still not cooling off, is it? It's been 2 FIFAs now. Should I stop doing it potentially? Austin with an absolutely fantastic saves. Gets us all 3 points in the derby. But we're not going far down the road once again. Coventry this time. And Dommy Orfer must be so large. He's got his own gravitational pull. Because ref, he ain't bloody touched him. Right, dinks it down the middle. Makes a mug of Austin. But this is one thing that we didn't have at the start of the season. The ability to soak up pressure like a paper towel soaks up milk. And then to fly up pitch like the Red Arrows. But now we have got all the facilities, big man. Doki checks and then slides a beautiful little ball through to Washington. And he gives it the 4-7 years ago. The founding father is very quickly becoming one of the foundations of this football side. Now, I said a couple of minutes ago, there was one man who was lurking on that bench looking for Udo's place in the side. And it's got to be this man, Wesley. The second half of the season, he's really coming to his own. 2 fantastic opportunities there that just get blocked off the line. But again, you know our specialty, and it's the mailman. To step up win the game for us. 2 big 3 points on the trot. And just like a pony, it's not just Thompson who's going to be ridden tonight. Back in the FA Cup then, and again, we're not moving far. We don't get on a plane nowadays for anything less than a couple 3 points or a place in the next round of the FA Cup. Disastrous start though, as that deflection falls very, very kindly, and it's swept home by the Spaniard Garcia. But a little pass and move here from the 2 top shaggers in this team. Doki making the byline and again just stabbing it past the goalkeeper. Bobby sending Udo clean through once again. And just like me tomorrow morning after I've had a skinful, he just can't finish his brekkie. And just like me playing football on a Thursday, I'm just going to sit back, let everyone else do the running, and then all of a sudden just spring forward like a prime Frank Lampard, ghost into the box like Bobby does here, and only sends us through to the next round, which is only the semi-finals of the competition, which means a day at Wembley, down in London, getting in on the old cheroot. But before we can worry about that, it's back into league action. Next up, Cardiff. And we need to get ourselves back into that playoff position. Wesley throwing his weight around like a big brick shithouse. But I tell you what, one thing we've missed in this episode today is a good old piss missile. Shout out Seth Oakley. That's the only thing I've been saying all week. Landed Endonka showing us we've still got a few more bullets left in the old chamber. The old gunslinger still producing magic. Kate Gordon gets himself a couple of minutes football towards the end of this game. And look what he can do. I'm going to start calling him Harvey Price, because his dribbling ability is about 99 rated. Sunderland next up in the league then. And we give the ball down the line to Thompson, the mailman. He must think that we're playing Royal Mail away, the way he's absolutely wanged that into the box. But if you thought the cross was good, how about that finish? Kate Gordon showing us he's not all dribbling. And as we move into the final league game of the season, it's Luton at the Grove. Wesley waiting that ball to perfection, just like your mom now. She's been on the Atkins, and Bobby sticks it into the back of the onion bag. Then Donker says, spread it, I'll be there in 5. Gives it over to Doku, chucks in a couple of step overs. And I don't know if Wesley scared the shit out of him, or he's seen a nice little bit of breast in the crowd. But the keeper fumbling it harder than when I fumble the bag with Maya Jammer. No, I'm not joking, I'm not lying. I danced with that woman once. Luton do get themselves a goal towards the end of the game just to give us a little bit of squeaky batty time. But it's Udo flying forward, and this time he knows he's probably ain't got the legs for it. He sticks the ball across to Alan Halilovic, who sticks it away. Celebrates like he's just won the league. Relax, mate. That's probably your first league goal of this season. But it cannot be denied the form that we're taking into this semi-final. I tell you what, West Ham have got to be the underdogs. And it cannot be understated what a win here in this semi-final of the FA Cup. What that would do to the travelling Yeltz fans. Washington, 9 minutes in, spin turns over the shoulder. 1-0 up, and I tell you what, I've got a right old semi on. Minutes later, the ball gets worked through to Webster, onto Wesley, and Washington had a fantastic opportunity to stick us 2-0 up. But remember, at this level, if you don't stick away your chances, you're liable to be caught on the break. West Ham get themselves an equaliser in this one. But this is the kind of football that we've been waiting for. Look at the way we pass. Look at the way we move it. Look at the way we swing the ball from left to right. I believe this is the first time that we're ever seeing it. And I'm going to coin the phrase. It's a little bit of tanky-taka. Works the ball all the way through to Doki. And I'm calling it. I'm making a very bold prediction. We don't finish this career mode until that man has a Ballon d'Or. Seems that we've put Jared Bowen out. Geezer's no longer on fire. He's still probably shagging Danny Dyer though. Austin once again pulling out a reaction save that would make a cat jealous. And then to round it off once more, it's Cade Gordon. We know how good he is at dribbling. We know how good he is at running into space. But this time, Floats the ball over to Washington, who brings it down and absolutely bamboozlizes the West Ham goalkeeper and sticks the famous Yeltz into an FA Cup final for the very first time. But to play who, Chris Kamara?
I don't know, Jim.
Right then, just before we find out, a quick look at the table. It's a 9th place finish. We haven't made the playoffs, and of course that means Championship football again next season. But of course, the thing we want to know, who have we got in the FA Cup final? Oh, it's Pep's Man City. It's our biggest test yet. And of course, we're going to have to play it live, aren't we? So here is the squad. We're going with Austin in goal. It's going to be Kessler, Hayden. It's going to be Iorfa, then Doncat and Thompson at the back. Right wing, Doak. Left wing, Bobby. And then in the middle, Morton and Webster. And then up front, the two big bad lad Brazilians. It's going to be Washington. And it's going to be Wesley. And it's live! Let's get an FA Cup final down us then, lads. Halesowen Town. Man City. FA Cup finale. Come on, the boys. I want this. I want this so bad. But we have not played a team like Man City yet. This is going to be tasty, to say the very, very least. I got Pedri as well. What would you have to add to your team, you nuts? Come on, the Yeltz! Let's get stuck into them nice and early. I want absolute demolition jobby on them, not us. Well done, Tomo. You've read that well. Ooh! Ref! It's completely off the ball. He's got to go. Nah, I ain't having that. Completely off the ball. Nowhere near the play. And he's going to get away with just the yellow, isn't he? Anyone else, any other time in the match, he's gone. Just stand him, Kess. Now it's Doki's turn. Get it out. Get it gone. Oh! Whoa! How was that not gone in? Answers on a postcard. How was that not crossed the line? Now we're just being silly with possession as well, aren't we? Not Haaland. Good blocking. I can't tell you. Jesus, look how close it is. Oh, you get the VAR out for that, didn't you? Not for the tackle. Mugs. Well up, Bobby. Someone out to it. Get it out. Get it gone. Well done. Go on now, Wes. You want to beat him for pace? Go on, Wes. Go on, Wes. Go on, Wes. Strike one, Wes. Oh, imagine. Imagine. Oh, it's the only place it will actually happen, isn't it? In my friggin' imagination. It's brilliant. They're going to give you a bit of space. Oh no. This is danger. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it, should I? Well done, Kess. Right. Let's get it under. That's beautiful. Win the header. And we've gone. We've gone here. Through to Wes. Finish it, Wes! Oh, what a save! Are you joking me? We've got to stick one of these away, though, lads. It's not a foul, though, is it? It's never been. Get this gone. Get this gone. Beat him. Go on. You got pace on him. Oh, it's a row, though. Good lad, Bobby. Go on in. Get one in. Washington! Oh! It could happen. It really, really could happen. They're bringing on Timo Werner. Are you absolutely mad? To be fair, it just gives them a little bit of extra pace, doesn't it? Goal here would be massive. A goal here would be huge. Bottled it. Bottled it, then I. Back out. That's a beautiful ball. Oh, get it down. Keep it alive. Oh, no. Not Doku. Well done. We don't want Doku going anywhere. Morton. Class lad. Oh, God, no. I said too early. Said it too early. Good lad, Morton. No. Ref. You are taking the piss. That's one of the best tackles I've ever seen. On you come, Gordon. The last 15. Bobby, I know you didn't get your goal, mate. It's gutting. I'm gutted as well, but it's one of them. Go and get us a goal. Gordon, go and get us a goal. I'll buy ya. I'll give you whatever contract you want. Whatever you want. It's Werner. Berardi back into Werner. We get it gone. And we've released him. It's 3-on-2. Doki. Back post. Finish! Oh my God. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Oh, that's criminal. That pass was criminal. Foden almost falling on his arse. Into Haaland. Into Doku, who finishes it. Oh, I'm so gutted. I'm actually devastated. Oh, I knew it was going to be Doku. From when he come on, what a ball that is. And the finish. I want to cry. Oh, piss off, Pep. Where am I going with this? Udo! Oh! Udo! How have you not put it on target, geezer? Oh my God, that's so close. It's probably not as close as I thought it was, but it was close enough. Come on. From this then. Let's nick the ball back. Let's nick it back. All the pressure. All the pressure. Oh, he's done him. Oh, we've got no one back now. Oh, big save, Austin. Well done. Right, let's get this gone. Surely we've got time for one more if we get this gone. Who's that? No! Oh, he's done him. Oh no, I thought he'd blow. He's going to blow anyway. He's going to blow anyway. Oh, it's done. It's over. Oh my God, where's Eorfa gone? Eorfa's like, fuck this, I'm going to boozer. Oh, I can't watch these mugs lift the FA Cup. Oh. How sad does your life have to be that you want to cry after an FA Cup loss in FIFA? FC24, whatever you want to call it. Get off me back. Oh, it makes it even worse. Timo Werner's going to lift it. Look, they don't even care. They don't even care. It's like, yeah, this is a Tuesday. This is a Tuesday. Timo Werner. Piss off, you knob. Gutted. Oh, it's devastating, isn't it? It's absolutely wounded me, that ass. But great effort to get there from the boys. And next year we go again. No one in the top 24 goals, assists. You can see Halesowen. How on earth has Halesowen got there? Wesley was our top goal scorer. Udo up there as well. And then also, this lad here, Adam Miles. I haven't played with him all season. He's come out of absolutely nowhere. He's definitely someone going to have to get involved next season. And then we look over at assists. It's Doki, of course. He's going to be up there. Halilovic on 7 alongside him. And then Thompson coming in there with 6 as well. The mailman always delivers. Now, before we go today, just a quick look at this Adam Miles lad. Now, I've got to be honest. None of his stats are really screaming to me. 64 rated at 21 doesn't really scream superstar to me. But you can't deny 10 goals in this season. Our second highest top goal scorer. There's got to be something about him. Now, to be fair, the only stat that is absolutely lighting me up, he's a 5-star skiller. But as always, just before we go, we need to have a look at who we should be bringing in next season. Now, with 10 mil, I tell you what, you don't come with a pot to piss in as well, lads. Absolutely horrendous. How are we meant to get out of the championship with just £10 million? Which means, of course, going for some of these big boys is probably going to be out of our price range. So what do we need to do, lads? I need your suggestions. I need you to tell me who you want us to bring in. And of course, we need to make a decision on these two boys. Do we bring back David Washington? And also, do we bring back KD Gordon? And of course, that brings us to the end of the episode today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. And most importantly, thanks for subscribing. Make sure that you drop in a comment who you want to see us bring into the club for next season. For all the support that I've been receiving at my other vids as well, my Birmingham rebuild and my sliders. My goal is to get to 4,000 watch hours by the end of the year, and you guys are making it a reality. So absolute big up to yourselves. Much love then. I will see you next week, and peace.